Thanks to this church and the house next to it, the Order of the Most Holy Trinity lives on, under the same symbol for almost a millennium.
Well,
the Trinitarians are one of the oldest orders of the Church, founded at the end of the 12th century by Saint Juan de Mata for the redemption of prisoners. Today our reach extends to 4 continents in the world. In 21 nations there are 600 of us religious, and we try, as our vocation, our ideal, to continue announcing the Holy Trinity by freeing the captives.
A sense of history is everywhere. They literally wear it on their chest.
The symbol of the order is the red and blue cross, which the Trinitarians carry above the scapular of our habit. They are 2 Christological colors, that is to say, red the color of the divinity of Christ, and blue the color of the humanity of Christ.
A wealth of spirituality is also very tangible in their Roman headquarters.
This room is very special because the great historic events of San Carlino and its 4 centuries of history, like this interview for example, have taken place here. The Hall of the Venerables was the destination of the great visits of the popes. There are 5 marble slabs with Latin inscriptions in memory of their visits, 2 from Pope Pius IX and 1 each from Benedict XIV, Pius VI and Pius VII.
A collection of portraits of the first generation of Trinitarian brothers records their sanctity.
Among them, there is one that is especially dear to the house for what it represents. It is the death of Brother Pedro de Jesus, a beautiful painting from the 17th century that represents the death of the first novitiate of the Trinitarian Discalced. Tradition recounts that, being very devout to the Virgin, when he was dying, he was very thirsty, and the other brothers didn't hear him. It was then that the Virgin, with Saints Catherine and Ines, the patronesses of the order, came down to give him some water, and that is what is depicted in this painting.
The room is still used today for music practice, singing relatively modern hits with a thought for the past. Next door is the Church of San Carlino, a Roman masterpiece in the Baroque style, where the Trinity takes centre stage. Visitors continue to come and worship today in the footsteps of spiritual giants.
Aquí, durante tiempo, venía una persona muy conocida.
For a time, a very well-known and dear person for many people came here. He became Pope. John Paul II, who lived next door when he studied in Rome, frequently came here to the Church of San Carlino, his patron, to pray. It was common to find him kneeling in these pews praying. He even celebrated the Eucharist once.